Hello everyone, and thank you for being here. Today we're going to be discussing a new social media marketing strategy for SkyZone. Ever since its inception in 2004, the company has been a pioneer in the indoor trampoline park industry. However, its presence on social media is severely lacking, and it needs to revise its strategy if it's going to remain relevant. Fortunately, we have a new proposal which is going to help the company stay relevant for many years to come. Before we discuss that strategy, however, we must first consider our target audience. After all, a campaign cannot be effective unless we know who we're trying to reach. Our target audience for this campaign is young children. There are an estimated 47 million children in the United States, and their ages range from less than a year to 11 years old. Between the ages of 0 to 4, 47% of those children are white, 14% are black, and 27% are Hispanic or Latino. Similarly, between the ages of 5 and 11, 48% are white, 14% are black, and 26% are Hispanic or Latino. Something important to note about this demographic is that this age group is completely dependent on their parents, so our advertisements must appeal to both children and their parents. Because of this, when considering the psychographics of our target audience, we must examine the values of the children as well as their parents. Children enjoy a lot of physical activity, which is perfect for a place like SkyZone, which has many attractions suited to their individual interests, such as basketball hoops, rock walls, obstacle courses, foam pits, etc. Most children don't mind loud environments, although there are exceptions. They also want to be social and have an active imagination. Parents, meanwhile, value the safety of their children. They want children to learn and grow. They want them to develop healthy minds and bodies. They want them to develop social skills, and most importantly, they want their children to have fun. The reason we chose this consumer is because they stand to gain the most from SkyZone services. SkyZone offers a variety of attractions that are bound to keep children entertained for hours. Children also benefit from physical activity, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. Researchers have also considered the benefits of trampoline play specifically. According to an article in the National Library of Medicine, trampoline jumping is an adequate tool for implementing high-intensity interval training as well as moderate-intensity continuous training in children. Children also learn to develop social skills during play. They learn to interact and get along with others. Other consumers we considered for this campaign were teens and young adults. However, teens do not stand to gain as much from SkyZone services as children do, and young adults will be less likely to buy tickets when they have other financial obligations. This demographic has several needs that SkyZone can meet. The first and most obvious need is the need for entertainment, which can be met through SkyZone's various attractions in their parks. The second need is the need for healthy bodies and minds, which can be cultivated through physical exercise and play. The third and final need is the need for social interaction. In an article published by Harvard, author Leah Schaefer notes that playing with others means noticing social cues, listening, and taking another person's perspective, key aspects in developing empathy. Other honorable mentions: SkyZone offers birthday parties. They provide sensory hours for guests with special needs who are overstimulated by loud noise, and they provide toddler zones where toddlers can learn to play safely. So how do we reach this target audience? We need to increase SkyZone's online presence. This not only helps us to build brand awareness, but will increase the company's overall trustworthiness, which will build customer loyalty. Our goals for this campaign are as follows: increase the number of new and regular visitors, increase the number of both basic and elite memberships that are sold in the parks, improve overall customer relations, generate more word of mouth online, and increase merchandise sales. Now that we know our target audience, it's time to discuss our strategy. After considering the brand's current identity, we will cover each platform in depth. As I said before, SkyZone is a pioneer in the trampoline park industry with nearly 200 parks across the United States. However, the company is lacking in its online presence. On Facebook, the company has 270,000 followers with 267,000 likes. On Twitter, the company has less than 10,000 followers and is no longer active. On YouTube, the company has 14,000 subscribers and relies solely on shorts instead of regular videos. On Instagram, the company has 174,000 followers. And on TikTok, the company has 279,000 followers. It's worth noting that there is low interactivity on all these posts from all these platforms, by which I mean that there are little likes, little shares, and little comments. First, we will discuss SkyZone's app, which allows customers to buy tickets and memberships from their phones. For this campaign, we need to port the app to iPhones, update the app to include sign-in features and add more parks to buy tickets from, and push regular updates. Our objectives are to increase the app's rating to 4 stars or higher by the end of quarter 3, increase the app's downloads to 50,000 by the end of quarter 4, and increase ticket and membership sales on the app by 5% by the end of quarter 4. The next platform is Twitter, which can be used as an alternate platform where users can voice their complaints or concerns directly to the company. As Keith Questenberry notes in his book Social Media Strategy, customers often turn to microblogs like Twitter first, not only to voice their discontent but also with the expectation of a timely response. For this campaign, we need to post regularly, whether it be pictures, polls, or discussion questions, to encourage users to interact with the company profile and express their concerns. Our objectives are to increase the number of followers on Twitter to 20,000 by the end of quarter 3, post 20 times a month, which encourages word of mouth, and increase the number of likes, shares, and comments on the profile by 15% by the end of quarter 3. Next is Instagram, which has a store where SkyZone can sell its merchandise directly to customers. For this campaign, we need to set up an Instagram shop page, post pictures of staff and customers modeling the clothing, and hosting Instagram-specific challenges, such as reposting images with hashtags, to encourage word of mouth. Our objectives for this campaign are to increase the number of followers to 200,000 by the end of quarter 3, and to increase merchandise sales by 15% by the end of quarter 4. TikTok was recently updated with the new Pulse Suite feature that runs ads at the top 4% of user-generated content. For this campaign, SkyZone must post regularly to continue participating in the suite, to increase exposure through the algorithm, and to increase engagement on the company's profile. Our objectives for this campaign are to increase the number of followers to 300,000 by the end of the third quarter, to increase the number of likes to 2.5 million by the end of the third quarter, and to boost ticket sales by 5% by the end of the fourth quarter. Facebook has been a very influential platform for word-of-mouth advertising. In a magazine called Computers and Human Behavior, researchers noted that many of the users agree that their willingness to buy brands has increased as a result of seeing the most likes and shares, which suggested that the brand is reputable. For this campaign, we must post advertisements on the platform regularly to boost interactivity. We must also implement a call to action button for Facebook ads and use hashtags to increase the company's reach and visibility. Our objectives for this campaign are to increase the number of followers to 300,000 by the end of the third quarter, to increase the number of interactivity by 20% by the end of the third quarter, to increase the number of likes to 300,000 by the end of the fourth quarter, and to boost ticket sales and membership sales by 5% by the end of the fourth quarter. YouTube is a video sharing platform which allows SkyZone to post videos and shorts showcasing specific attractions and events, behind the scenes footage, and funny fails. For this campaign, SkyZone needs to post at least 3 videos or shorts a week to increase brand recognition, reach more users through the algorithm, and encourage more user engagement. Our objectives for this campaign are to increase the number of subscribers to 20,000 by the end of quarter 3, increase the number of videos posted to 300 by the end of the year, and boost ticket sales by at least 5% by the end of quarter 4. Next is SkyZone's blog, which gives the company a place to highlight specific attractions and events. For this campaign, we need to move the blog to blogger.com. This not only allows us to track readership, but also gives users a place to interact with our posts. We also need to link the blog to Facebook to raise awareness of the blog and increase its readership. We also need to feature at least one customer testimonial a month. Our objectives for this campaign are to raise the number of regular readers to 5,000 by the end of quarter 3, and increase the number of memberships sold by at least 5% by the end of quarter 4. LinkedIn is a networking platform which allows SkyZone to contact professionals and/or other companies more easily. For this campaign, the company needs to post at least one poll a month to encourage user engagement with the company profile. It also needs to feature customer testimonials from the blog to demonstrate how much of an impact the company is having. Finally, it needs to repost content that aligns with the company's mission and/or message to boost engagement and build relationships with other companies. Our only objective for this platform is to increase the number of followers on the platform to at least 75,000 by the end of quarter 3. The last platform is email, which SkyZone can use to offer deals directly to members, creating a sense of belonging. For this campaign, SkyZone needs to send members at least 4 emails a month to alert them of special deals. It also needs to track the email conversion rate to determine how many recipients are taking the desired action, such as visiting the website or buying tickets. Finally, it needs to track the email unsubscribe rate and the spam complaint rate. The objectives for this campaign are to boost membership sales by at least 5% by the end of quarter 4, and to increase the number of merchandise sales by at least 5% by the end of quarter 4. Finally, let's highlight the desired outcomes of this campaign. By quarter 3, we expect interactivity on all social media platforms to increase, and we will measure these by the analytics provided on the sites. For Twitter and Instagram, we expect a 15% increase, TikTok 8%, Facebook 11%, YouTube 43%, and LinkedIn 19%. We also expect merchandise sales to increase by 15% and the blog to reach 5,000 regular readers. By the end of quarter 4, we expect the app downloads to reach 50,000, ticket sales to increase by 20% overall, both in the parks and in the app. We also expect the number of new and elite membership sales to increase by 25%, and merchandise sales to increase by an additional 5%. In summary, SkyZone has been a leader of the indoor trampoline park industry for over 20 years, and it has expanded significantly during that time. However, its online presence is lacking, which creates a risk of losing touch with younger generations. Using the strategies we have discussed, our goals are to increase the number of visitors in the park, increase the number of memberships sold, improve customer relations, generate more word of mouth online, and increase the number of merchandise sales. In doing so, we hope to help SkyZone thrive for years to come. That is all I have for you today. Thank you for listening. It's been an honor to be here.